Hey everyone, welcome back. And this is my review of Akame ga Kill, episode 16. I've been waiting for one particular thing in this episode to be animated after I read it in the manga a few weeks ago, and that was the Susanoo's transformation. It was badass in the manga, and it was even more badass in the fucking anime. Seriously. That's one of my favorite moments in the manga. I've been waiting for that to be animated, and it looks amazing. Seriously, oh my god, it's so fucking badass. Like, Susanoo is fucking awesome, and this transformation of his, just proves that even further. Seriously, oh my god. So yeah, Susanoo, kind of a badass, but other than that, a lot of other stuff that happened in this episode. Of course, we got a lot more with Kurome, and Kurome does seem to be demented, and I hear a lot of people hating on her, but just continue with the series, okay? And I'm sure you'll begin to feel sorry for her later on. At least I did. But anyways, though, I really like her character. Even before we learn more about her, later on in the series, I still really like her character, okay? Because her connection with Akame is just one of my favorite parts about the series, because she obviously, it's one line in the series that got me thinking this, in this episode that got me thinking this, is that something along the lines of, you betrayed the capital to work for the likes of them, and it's also the tone of voice that she used in this episode when she said it. She obviously still loves her sister, but she hates her at the same time for betraying the capital. Now, why Kurome wouldn't have gone with her, since supposedly Akame offered to take her along with, I don't know. I don't recall that being explained yet in the manga either, so I really hope that's explained later on why she didn't, go with Akame if she loved Akame so much, you know what I mean? That really didn't make any sense to me, but either way, though, I really like Kurome, and I'm really glad that she's getting lots of screen time right now, okay? And there were a couple of death flags in this episode. First off, I really thought that Mine was going to die in this episode. Well, no, I didn't, because I read the manga now, but when this happened in the manga, I thought she was going to die, okay? I really did. And I can see a lot of anime-only watchers being confused, thinking that she was going to die as well, until she actually did manage to save herself somehow with her giant fucking cannon thing, and also at the end of this episode, Leone, the major fucking death head. First off, she got fucking whipped all the hell. She got her arm chopped off, and now she got caught up in essentially a nuclear fucking explosion. Now, I know whether she dies or not. Since I read the manga, I'm not going to spoil that. But if that isn't a huge fucking death flag, as well as a huge fucking, dick move of a cliffhanger, I don't know what is. Seriously. That's wow. And obviously, and Akame's there too. Obviously, Akame's not going to die. I could definitely see Leo, because it's called Akame got killed. Even though she's not the main character, she's the title character. So if she dies, it's definitely not going to be till the very end of the series. And I don't even mean of this first season. I mean, because the manga, I'm pretty sure I know where the anime is going to stop, and it's not going to finish the manga because the manga is still ongoing. So I mean, the very end of the series, when the manga finally decides to conclude. Right at that point, I can definitely see maybe Akame will die. But not now. She's the title fucking character. It wouldn't be Akame got killed without Akame, even though, again, she's not the main character, but still. So I could definitely see Leone saving Akame's life, and thus taking the full brunt of the blast and dying. Again, I'm not going to spoil or not whether it actually happens or not, but still, I could actually see that happening. Major fucking death fight. And it kind of stuck, too, because Leone's a really good character. I really like her. They always kill off the best characters, you know what I mean? I can definitely see Bulls dying here, too. And which really stuck, because he's one of the few members of the Jaegers I actually kind of like, along with Kurome and Wabe. Okay. But obviously, he's literally at the center of the explosion. I could not see him fucking surviving this, okay? Really. I really couldn't. So, also, I want to talk about Chelsea real quick. There's a huge fucking death flag with Chelsea in this episode, too. Because after she takes out that one, puppet of Kurome, she basically says, that was ballsy even for me, or something along those lines, and I really don't think I can call Shayla and Bulat failures anymore. And she also swears to make the person who made her think that way pay for it. So, if that's not a huge fucking death flag for Chelsea, I don't know what is. Okay, and the way she was treating Shayla and Bulat before, I didn't really like her character that much. But those lines right there tell me that I might actually end up liking her character later on in the series, whether she dies or not. So that might actually be really, really cool. So, wow. That was a mouthful. A lot happened in this episode, really. Also, the action scenes, this is obviously an action-heavy series, and this episode itself was really action-heavy, really very little exposition at all. And the action was amazing. Seriously, it really was. The action in the series is always amazing. This episode is no different, quite honestly. So, overall, do I recommend this week's episode of Akame Got Kill? Absolutely. If you have yet to see this week's episode of Akame Got Kill, then I definitely recommend that you do. It was a very good episode. Okay, and I really think it's setting things up for the end of this arc too. Okay. Okay, I will give you a little hint here since I read the manga. I believe by the end of this arc there will be a major protagonist death, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll just have to wait to find out. Oh, also, I want to talk about Lubbock real quick. Lubbock really needs to get his priorities straight. Okay, seriously, he's in the middle of a life or death fucking battle with the Jaegers, and all he can think about is confessing his feelings to an agenda afterwards, so he doesn't lose to Susanoo. When Susanoo even told him that he's a Imperial Arm, so he can't really comprehend love or whatever. And he's seriously concerned about that in this life or death fucking battle. Seriously. I understand if he wants to confess his feelings to an agenda, that's fine. But Lubbock really has to get his fucking priorities straight here, okay? Honestly. So anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you after, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.